Yo, we crack the egg, let the final spin. Silly ass crew with mischievous grins. Digging and dropping knowledge like a hammer to the floor. Eating spicy chips, sipping flango, ready for war. Pole vault thinks he knows all, but he ain't that slick. Got a mic in his hand and he's talking his shit on. Hey, we're digging through the crates, track by track from Savage to Dre. No looking back, turn it up loud, let the speakers ignite. From the classics to the chaos, we ride tonight. Debate gets heated, but the love stays strong. Iconic albums, every note, every song. Marks in the chat, scream if you know. Greatest of all time, let the legends flow. Drop the beat, feel the bass line, and hit from the old to the new. We don't quit, don't be the tide. Short divides, the wheel decide. No rules abide, the wheel decide. Chaos collides, when we name the greatest, most epic, iconic albums of all time. Okay, computer, master of puppets or something smoother. Funk, punk, hip-hop, metal, drop that needle, bring the treble. MJ's moonwalk, the Beatles, revolution, prints in the rain. Nirvana spirit breaking the chain. Rage said, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. While Biggie and Tupac drop on so deadly. Who's got the best? Who's got the crown? We fight for the sound that shakes the ground. Bang your head, raise your fist. We live for the albums that still exist. Moss in the chat, scream if you know. Greatest of all time, let the legends flow. Drop the beat, feel the bass line, hit from the old to the new. We don't quit, the wheel decides. Sure it divides, the wheel decides. No rules abide, the wheel decides. Chaos collides, when we name the greatest, most epic, iconic albums of all time. Turn it up, greatest of all time. Turn it up, legends never die. Turn it up, drop that track, let's ride. The wheel decides, or it divides. The wheel decides, no rules abides. The wheel decides, chaos collides. When we name the greatest, most epic, iconic albums of all time. Funding pedophile rings, assembly line groom room of Hollywood dreams. Not always run, always food, always mix. The wall has been pulled and the game has been fixed. The Mickey Mouse Club should never let rest. Every edge and the sand and their head in your pants. Let in the real go, right out the window. They fake it to make it, believe it, deceive it. Feeding us shit and we're choosing to cancel everything, yet they're organizing and funding pedophile rings and assembling my room a Hollywood dream. Another rerun, a reboot, a remix. The wall has been pulled and the game has been fixed. The Mickey Mouse Club, the Neverland Ranch, every hand in the sand and their hand in your bed. Where did the real go? Right out the window. Ain't fake it to make it, believe it, deceive it. Beating us shit and we're choosing to eat it. Where did the real go?
All right. Hey, everybody. Open up the show with the new one from Killhouse, which is absolutely amazing. Fantastic. I love it, Jared. Happy you're here in the chat. Wanted to point out real quick a lyric. Another rerun, a reboot, a remix. The wool has been pulled and the game has been fixed. The Mickey Mouse Club to Neverland Ranch. They bury their heads in the sand and their hand in your pants. So, if Mickey Mouse is watching, that song was for you. Of course, for those that know, Keri is currently being held by Mickey Mouse and will not release her to come back to the show until we stop saying Mickey Mouse's name on this show. So, anyway. How is everybody? It is April. It's April Fool's Day. We are starting off our month of April Eggzorcism with this show on the greatest, most epic, iconic albums of all time. And we need your help, along with the help of the wheel, to decide what those albums are. So let me get my fabulous co-host up here. And then our recurring special guest, but the co-host first. Here we go.
Burn it down, shake the ground, get the boy rub, let's pass it around. If the spirits want to stand, better pay the toll. Fake on fire, let your soul. Here but here, let the spirits run. Fate overflows, the curse comes undone. Laugh in the face of the ghostly fight. Eggzorcism brings the jokes to the night.
All right. And I think the Urban's there.
What the hell? I'm not a priest. If anything, I'd be a nun. A sexy nun.
Okay, next week you're going to be a nun. Okay, how about it?
All right.
I'll tell you the truth. I did pictures of a priest doing exorcism stuff, and then I just put your face on some, and then I put Povalt's face on the same one. So you're gonna recognize the same scenes in his little intro.
Abominable beast that is whatever that weird thing is. Go ahead. Whatever.
So next week I'll make you a nun. I promise. So let's get Povalt up here and get this going.
He's as mean as the Grinch, and it's always his fault. Living on a mountain, screaming with rage. And anyone having orgies, man, he needs sight.
Welcome, Pole Vault.
You're healed, Chad.
I'm healed.
That's
So,
right.
so you were talking backstage. Real story. You are ordained. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
And what all do you do? I mean, have you ever done an exorcism? Have you ever married people? Have you ever done any of that stuff?
No. I was gonna do some stuff like that, and Sunshine kind of frowned on it. So
Gotcha. Okay.
she was gonna, and a true story, she was gonna have me denounced, and I'm like, look, if I just stop, because I've been that way since I was young, because stuff and junk.
Yes.
And she was like, for you to be doing that is not going to be cool with me. I was like, okay.
Gotcha.
Always like, pissing in my Cheerios. But I usually have to pay extra for that.
Well,
But
let's say
now I have
hello.
an OnlyFans, so
Yeah,
Let's say hello to everybody, and then everyone's got something to show off, show and tell after we say hello to everybody.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, Jean Claude is here too.
hey,
Welcome,
John
welcome,
Claude's
Jean-Claude.
trying to like hone in on my chicken stuff.
Ah, Jean
Oh,
Claude.
man.
Jared Killhouse.
Yeah, Jean Claude wants to be married, and you be the
Did you
minister.
see where Killhouse was playing there at the trees? I have been drunk at that place so many times. It was
Yeah,
that is a party
Jared
place.
Killhouse.
so awesome to see you, Jared. What'd y'all think about the new Kill House track? Pretty awesome, ain't
It's
it?
awesome, yeah. And
Kind of reminded me of Chevelle in some spots.
I love that. They this one felt a lot different than the last couple, and I love that it definitely feels like that they're growing, musically, and really super excited to hear what comes from them. They're such a great band. They really are.
Jackie Sins.
Jackie
Yeah,
Sins in the house.
the trees is a real cool party place. It's just you might need security to get back to your car, but it's a
Pookie
it's a
and
party.
R.
Pookie and Roque.
Roque Avalonella.
And what was all that you were talking about? Pee on the seat, run with scissors.
Nothing. None of that happened.
Camellia.
None of that happened. What happened is Pookie left, and then nothing happened.
Oh, I see. You were breaking some rules. Well,
No,
that
because
didn't Pookie keeps you in line. Is what I'm.
No.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
What's this stuff you're typing in the chat too?
I was singing. Have you ever heard that song? M.I.C. Man, them kids were like on like moods and shit. Yeah, they were like M.I.C. Yeah, it's because
Monday sucks. MONDAYSCKS. Monday sucks. Dude.
M.O.U.S.C. I mean, it's like they're gonna fucking cry, God, USA. Because it was time to leave,
Yeah.
The Mickey Mouse Club. You ever see that shit?
They were singing that in
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket. While they were marching, there was MICKY, MOUSE, Mickey Mouse.
Well done.
They were doing that shit in that movie.
Did we say hello to Camellia as well?
Yeah, I said
Camellia.
Camellia. And then I just gifted some memberships, and those were picked up by Lucy, Kristen Kruger, One Love, Shell, and the Dom Father.
The Dumb Father.
All right. So, Urban was showing off backstage something.
Yeah.
This place show and tell.
So once upon a time, I was screaming in my microphone and trying to record some music, and then the cops came. So I had to tell them, I'm like, yo, I'm just recording music, and they're like, oh, okay, well, the neighbors like legitimately thought you were trying to kill someone. No, I mean, I'm willing to show you what I'm working on right now. They're like, no, that's okay. We don't care. I'm like, that's great because I don't want them to see my room anyways. So, yeah, I was talking about it on chat one day in Valerie Bott's What the Flock thing, and she made me a sign, and this is the sign.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Ignore the screaming. I'm recording an album. So I'll just talk with them the door and,
Problem
But yeah.
solved.
Yeah, Valerie Bott. So yeah,
Ooh.
you should maybe she'll make you one of these too. So
Oh,
And did you notice as soon as you
I don't
mentioned
have one of
cops,
those.
this guy, Aren't an Auditor, showed up in the chat. That's what he does. Is he audits cops. Next time they show up after you're screaming, especially if you got that sign, you should record it.
They need to be
shared
audited.
on the show.
They never pay their taxes and stuff.
Also, did you see what Jared said? Great idea for a video with a stoned group of kids singing.
Yeah,
the
it'd
Mickey
be
Mouse
like
song.
really cool to have them like all scared and like hooked up to like little electrical, those little electrical probes. M-I-C, looking off screen. M-I-C, K-Y.
I'd make like a Disney
M-O-U-S-E.
lawsuit speed run video, just like gore and just horrific shit happening to Mickey Mouse.
I can see Jared
Like
running.
Mickey Mouse with his head stuck in a mouse trap and a piece of cheese stuck in his mouth, and he's just like, and then it's just like, M-I-C-K-Y.
Yeah, like what? They got one movie. What is that one with Mickey Mouse and
Mousetrap. There's a Steamboat Willie one, and then there was
no, Chad, the one that's all trippy and like fucking,
Fantasia.
Yeah, man, I almost lost my mind watching that shit one time.
Oh, I do like Fantasia though. That was a good movie. That was that's good to watch when you're high.
No, I thought you were talking about the horror movies. They Mousetrap is horrible. I watched that one, but then there's another one called like Steamboat Willie or something, because Steamboat Willie became public domain. It became public domain. So now they're doing these Mickey Mouse horror movies. So yeah, I could definitely see Jared running with that idea for that Mickey Mouse video. And Jackie Sins gifted 10 memberships. Jackie Sins is awesome. Picking up memberships there was Robert Redmond and Freya and Faiza and Mr. B and Sabby.
Put that away, Paul Vault.
Joanna Lynn. Igood and Zarzeus. They all picked up memberships from Jackie Sins. Pobot.
Quit showing your popoa.
Did you show him the junk in the trunk? Did you show the junk in the trunk?
The cannibal cake. Cannibal cake.
Hey, and he cracked it. Cracked right down his crack.
Wow.
Brought some extra crack for everyone. You could snort some fucking coke and crack off of that shit. Just
well, you got me a big for Chad.
You deserve it. I'm dropping the link, everybody, for Jackie Sins part 6 of the Boulders Gate 3. That is coming up on Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern. And also, Jackie has a playlist with all the parts. So, I mean, you can put that playlist on and start, if you're not caught up, which I missed the past 2, and then I had to get caught up this week. You can put the playlist on and go from, one to the next. And I just dropped that, and the links for those are also in the description. So.
Chad, it's kind of funny when you think like a cannibal was carving that smiley face on that wiener and stuff, and then the next thing you know, it's casted around the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's in your hands.
In your hands.
It's
yes.
like is that like Inception and stuff?
Did we say hello to the poison whales? I know I didn't. So
Poison
I said hello to Poison Wells when he came
David
in.
Rosen.
What about
Martin
Did
Kelly?
you say hello to Martin Kelly?
Martin Kelly.
Martin Kelly.
David Rosen.
David Rosen.
David Rosen is here. Awesome. Well, I promise you all, we are going to get started. If there is anybody in the chat that wants to join us, because we're just going to be talking about basically our favorite albums and albums that are also that people in general say are the greatest albums, and then we're going to put them all on the wheel.
I'm going to talk
and
about
we're going to
albums I
find
hate.
the top 5.
Oh my god! I swear, if you
We'll
put
start with
Britney Spears
Nickelback.
in this, if you put Britney Spears in this chat, I'm just gonna lose my mind.
Before we
I'm going to lose my mind too, but not
before-
the way you might be.
before you get to that discussion, we are going to have a word from our sponsor. So here we go.
Welcome to the Monster Adoption Center. Here, we believe every creature deserves a loving home. Did you know there are hundreds of monsters waiting for a family to love them? Each one is unique, with amazing personalities that make them as special as any other pet. Monsters can be the most loyal and protective companions. There's no better guardian for your home than a monster or an alien creature. When you adopt a monster, you're not just bringing home a unique friend. You're helping reduce the number of creatures without a home. There are so many adorable monsters who need a second chance. And here, they're all ready to be part of a family. Forget buying. Adopting is not only more affordable, but also helps give a better life to a special being who's already waiting for you. Adopt. Don't shop. Because here at the Monster Adoption Center, we believe that magical friends aren't bought. They're found.
Absolutely beautiful.
I think I saw Poison Wells in those cases.
Pikachu.
Did you see that monster put his hand in the guy's crotch? I'd be like, oh no. Oh no, monster, bad monster.
You know, this is actually what Pokemon would look like in real life. like just eldritch horrors everywhere.
So let us start our discussion off by me asking the question, and this goes to everybody in the chat too. Feel free to chime in. We'll start with you, Paul Vaughn. How about that?
What?
If
Squirtle.
you
Squirtle. Squirtle.
if you were on a abandoned island and had one album that you could listen to, it's the only thing you could listen to every day forever, what would that album be? What would you pick?
Oh, now I'm thinking of one that has a naked picture on the album. Nah, I would probably listen to The Wall.
The Wall. All right.
You know, Houses of the Holy, I think, has like a bunch of naked women on it.
Yeah, I think it's kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's kids.
And they're supposedly going up to Aleister Crowley's castle.
Well, never mind. Let's
said that
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. All right, so first one going on the wheel.
An airplane with one.
Speaking of this album.
What about the like picture of like the 4 like Pink Floyd girls with the
right.
albums painted?
Well,
on
and here's
back.
the thing: I could say Jefferson Airplane, but then I would have to listen to the album.
What if you don't have a record? We just have the album,
yeah, right? Yeah.
Or the record player.
Yeah.
Or electricity.
So speaking of The Wall, which we will be watching that, it's available on YouTube for anybody that wants to play along. We're going to be watching that and discussing that on our movie club later in the month. But why did you pick this album specifically?
Well, the thing is there's a lot of albums out there that they just put out songs and stuff, and this one's actually I forget what they call it. It's a concept album.
Yeah, concept.
And it has like this story in it, But the cool thing about it is nearly you could like play nearly any song off the album to 10 people, and out of all the 10 people, nobody would come up with the same meaning for the song.
Right.
And it's like got this art form to it where it was really well thought out and produced. You know,
Not a skippable moment either. Like, really, you don't really feel the need to skip anything. You would listen to it the whole way through, like,
Well,
because
yeah.
it's all good. It really is like all good.
And David Gilmour is just like one of the, it's really weird in this music game. It seems like no one's like the greatest until they die. But David Gilmour is like one of the best guitar players that I think ever will live. But they won't say that. And the day he dies, they'll be like, oh my God, the best that was ever.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, they always say that about the goose that lays the golden egg, you know? And it ain't that big of a deal until the goose dies and there's no more golden eggs left.
I like
Fuck
golden
you.
eggs.
Yeah.
Say what you want about the goose, but that bitch laid the golden egg. You ain't
Yeah. Golden eggs.
What about you, E. Irvin? What would you pick? Your one album?
Man, that's a tough one because like I really there's just so many of them. I think my counter to Pole Vault's The Wall is Nine Inch Nails' The Fragile.
Gotcha.
That one I think like is equivalent in terms it's a concept album. It's also a double album, and it's like there's just nothing I would skip. I would listen to it the whole way through, and I think that's like where you really need to like look at an album is like, is there anything I don't like hearing?
Right. Right. For sure. It's been a while since I've listened to that one. I'm trying to remember some of the highlights on that one.
It head like a hole. It doesn't.
No, that was Pretty Hate Machine, which I also really love. That one. I started
downward
with
spiral. I'm a downward spiral kind of guy. You know?
Yeah, I started with Pretty Hate Machine.
Yeah.
Like
that
one was
Starfuckers.
Yeah, Starfuckers.
Okay.
There was like I can't believe I can't even think of it
Big
right
Calm
now.
Down.
They say that Courtney Hull has the most songs written about her than any woman on the planet, and that song Starfuckers was about Courtney Love. And and like Smashing Pumpkins and freaking BANANAS, this shit's bananas. You know that song by Gwen Stefani? That's about Courtney Hull. And
I think it's Courtney Love. I think the band was Hull. Just
there's even that part in Starfuckers where it's like, oh, you're so vain. You think this song is about you, don't you?
Yeah, and she did. She said,
well, that was actually also about Marilyn Manson too. So
yeah, that's what I always thought too. On that one.
And Marilyn Manson also was with Courtney Love.
Well, everyone was with Courtney Love. And Courtney
Billy
Love
Corgan.
killed grunge.
Courtney Hull and
she didn't just kill Kurt Cobain; she killed grunge in general.
Grunge is not dead. Okay. Speaking of grunge,
she passed. She was passed around like a disease, like herpes. You have a better chance of getting rid of herpes than you do Courtney Love.
Speaking of grunge, April 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern, the HaM Show is doing its second grunge show. So if any artists out there have any grunge songs or influenced, inspired remakes, hit me up. Take part. Grunge is not dead. It's never died. And new metal is not dead. It's never died. So
my favorite decade is the 90s. That was my childhood. So grunge is like my childhood too.
So So Downward Spiral, should we throw it on the wheel as well? David Rosen mentioned it as well, and
I mean,
you said that was your favorite.
We have limits on how many we can throw
No,
on the
no,
wheel.
no, no, not at all, not at all. So,
Yeah, see, damn right, throw them all on there. Everything we mentioned. Keep note. Pay attention.
We still haven't got yours, Chad. I'm sure it'll be a shocker.
mine, I'm gonna have to. This is one that from the day that the album came out, and then I heard the album.
It's called The Shocker,
and it is to this day still my favorite album. No, it was the clue in the opener. The little AI of me doing the awkward dancing was wearing a shirt with the name of the album, Diorama from Silverchair. My favorite band, Silverchair.
Diorama.
I thought it was The Shocker.
So Diorama, from the moment that album came out, I just have loved it so much. It's got like it's so many different contrasts. It's soft, it's loud, it's chaotic, it's gentle, it's like very magical at times. It's almost a concept album, but it's more of like each song is its own little concept as opposed to one big story overall. And that's more of my thing, is that when each little song is its own like complete story. But no, it is so good. It's got some of the elements of Silverchair from their early days, and then also into when they got into the orchestra type of music. So it's absolutely amazing album, beautiful, so many fantastic songs.
So I have kind of
picks, the Jonas Brothers. What the hell?
I have kind of a story about Silverchairs. I'm
Yeah.
unfamiliar with them only because, like, when I was in high school, every time a kid died, they'd play some song over the loudspeakers. It was the same one every time. And some kid I heard was like, "Oh my god, I hate Silverchair." And my memory and I don't even remember what it was because it was so long ago. I just remember hearing that and like this weird song that just played every time someone died, and it was.
So you don't remember what song it was, though.
I don't remember what song it was. I just remember someone saying, "I hate Silverchair."
The water out of the
Well, it might
sink
have been
is very hard to
Silverchair.
drink.
What?
It's the water out of the sink is very hard to drink.
That's Tomorrow. That's off the first album.
That's the only song I've ever heard by Silverchair.
Yeah. Well,
Somebody going around
they're
train. What?
They're like 12 years old. You know,
they were very young when they started out, but this was their fourth album that I'm talking about.
yeah, but Chad. I mean, you're talking about, Pink Floyd, Nine Inch Nails, and then Silverchair.
The greatest band to ever come out of Australia. Where is Camellia? Where's
What?
Camellia?
What?
Yes.
What?
They're definitely the greatest.
That's not even true, Chad.
It is true.
It's
It
no
is
way.
true.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
The Bee Gees came out of Australia. And it is a fact that Robin Gibb has wrote more number one hit songs than anyone. So there, put that in your crack pipe.
I don't care. It's the best album ever. It's the best album ever. Not a bad track on it. It's just so good. And there's that. I mean,
AC/DC, your favorite band?
Yeah, AC/DC.
They came out of Australia. Oh man!
Yeah. No, they were 15 when the first album came
Actually,
out. They did start
Back
when
in
they were
Black
like
is a
13
really
or
good
so.
album.
But
Yeah.
Back in Black, I think is their.
Oh,
peak.
it is an excellent album.
Is peak. I mean, there's every song on that album I do like, and they're all the same song, but still I like it.
I do want to say this, Pole Vault. You cannot judge the album if you haven't heard the album. So you can't say that it doesn't belong if you haven't even heard it.
I'm just talking about an experience. I mean, Pink Floyd has turds older than fucking Silverchair.
It doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter as far as music is concerned. Come on.
Well, at
now.
least it's
I mean,
not
are we going to just say that? Let's limit our list to Beethoven
Look,
and Mozart only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camellia is trying to
Racist.
denounce the Bee Gees and AC/DC. Now look at what you did. Look at what you did. Oh my God. And Van Halen, that little band, Van Halen.
They're not from Australia.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So before we move on, David Rosen with the Disintegration, best album ever. That's The Cure. Is that
Yeah.
right? Which
Yeah.
album was that one?
The Cure. That's the album, Chad.
No, I'm trying to think of what's on it. If I'm familiar with it.
Wish I could
Pictures
find
of You.
my
Okay.
way
Love
to
song.
go.
Okay. Yeah. I know these. Okay. I'm not the hugest Cure fan, but I'm not going to be like, no, how dare you?
I know a lot of people feel that way. I don't feel that way, but I know a lot of people that think that was one of the best albums ever. And, you know, what's it?
And you know, I mean, yeah.
No. I mean, there's going to be somebody get up and say, you know, Waylon Jennings something or another, and I really can't. I will tell you this: the Cure back in the '90s, you could not walk into a bar without hearing some band covering the Cure. You just couldn't do it.
So is that your pick, Camellia, a live album? Which it's totally okay. There's no rules.
You got sticky fingers too, but that's not what I'm picking next.
So you're saying, as far as Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers?
No, Chad, you keep taking my. I'm not picking those.
Okay. Well, let me put Stripped on here.
I've only picked The Wall because I've got to do them in order.
And Downward
it's
Spiral.
hard. It's hard. I almost feel like I'm cheating on other albums when I say.
Okay.
I mean, I just went with The Wall, and I got it. I've heard it a lot, but dude, it's the best.
Martin Kelly says, "Welcome to the Pleasure Dome." So let me get that added.
Because my next pick, Chad, would be Black Sabbath, and I love Ozzy. Okay, I love Ozzy Paranoid, but Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell was a masterpiece. Have you ever heard that one, Chad?
Hold on.
Don't do it.
I'm trying to get Frankie Goes to Hollywood on the list here.
Relax.
All right.
Don't do it. You can come if you want.
I'm sure I have.
do
I
it.
just at the top of my head, I don't recognize the name. Which one again?
Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. You don't recognize the name?
I don't listen to
I'm putting
Black
a curse
Sabbath
on you, Chad.
on a daily basis or anything.
What?
Okay?
Where that Wanda's been.
What? Oh my God.
How about
Okay, so Neon
One
Night,
of
Children of the Sea, Lady
wearing
Evil,
boots?
Every
Well.
freaking song is a freaking just mind rape, dude.
The question is, do fairies wear boots?
Well, see, and I felt bad because I wanted to say Paranoid, you know, Black Sabbath Paranoid, but you know, Heaven and Hell is just the studio mix of Heaven and Hell. The way they put in the dying guitars and Rodney James Dio's voice coming in and out, and neon knots and stuff. Oh my God! You know,
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of an Ozzy Black Sabbath fan. I mean, Paranoid would be my pick if we're talking Sabbath.
but you haven't heard Heaven and Hell.
You know, it's a really good album. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, too. Both 1 and 2, but number 2 really kicked ass.
Hang on,
That was the better one.
is that your number 2 pick here?
I don't know if it's like, I don't know how you even have a number 1 pick, to be honest. There's just so fucking many of them, but like,
Hey, Allie, Orange.
Hello. We need
Hey,
to get
Allie.
Allie to take part in our art show that's coming up. later in the month.
Yes. Art's with us.
Yeah, you should come join us, be on the panel for that.
I think I might like get some stuffed animals from Dollar Tree and like splice them together while we're on stream, like alongside Allie while she does whatever she's doing.
I'm gonna get
that sounds like fun.
I'm gonna stand naked and have Sunshine throw water balloons full of paint at me.
Okay.
That would be entertaining.
I'm not gonna do that.
What are you
I'm not
gonna
gonna
do,
do
Chad?
So
Yeah.
bat out of hell. Hang on, before we go too far, you're saying bat out of hell 1 and 2 both.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but number 2 though was really like, oh my god, that one part right before Wasted Youth where he was like I smashed my guitar into the body of a dead cheerleader. I smashed my guitar, and then like he goes in like his parents' room and he's like, and I crept into my mommy and daddy's room. They were sleeping in the moonlight, and I raised the guitar above my head, and I was about to have it come crashing down in the center of the bed when my dad woke up screaming, "Stop! What are you doing? That's a way to treat an expensive musical instrument." And I said, Daddy, I love you, but you got a hell of a lot to learn about rock and roll. Da, 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 da. Wasted Youth.
The
Fucking
part
classic.
is the
That
part
was a
is they're
beautiful
probably sitting in a
presentation.
studio. They're probably sitting in a studio. Dun, 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 dun. Believe me, I abuse guitars a little bit. That's why I never understood the relic thing. Wow, this guitar has like some patina. I'm like, I'm not looking to do my hair.
You mean patina?
That's what I said.
The kind of rust that copper
Yeah,
has?
I'm not doing my hair. Do you know the thing is I just can't believe that people purposely do bad shit to their guitars. I mean, don't you have any talent?
I want my ultra modern guitar to look like something that was just destroyed and to make it look old. I don't know why. I want something. I want it to wear out naturally. Is what I want.
Yeah,
to do.
right.
So I've added Tommy the Who from Camellia. I put Bat Out of Hell 2 back into Hell. You want the first one on there as well, or just leave it as the
Why not?
second?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Okay.
no limit.
Look,
Okay.
see this? This I've had for about 20 years. That is somebody's teeth right there. You see that? They don't do
Was
that.
Whoa, wait, hold on. How did those teeth mark get? Did they bite the guitar, or
No.
was it used as a weapon?
See right there? I used it as a weapon. Someone was trying to pull me off, and I had it down. I just like pulled the back strap down and went smack, and I came up, and there was like blood on the guitar. I was like, "What happened?" Okay, hook back up and what I like about you, like the way you dance.
I bet you knocked it right into tune.
And I mean, look at that. Look at that shit. And tell you how old this is. There was a preacher back then that was named Oral Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you hit Oral Roberts in the teeth with that? That would be ironic as fuck. The guy named Oral got hit in the teeth with a guitar.
Right here.
No,
right
Oral
here.
Roberts autographed it.
It says he said that God was
teeth.
going to call him home if he didn't get $1 million. And right here it says, "Go home, Oral." I mean, and that was custom painted from the BC Rich factory. I didn't do that, but all the. I mean, I couldn't imagine someone like doing this to their guitars on purpose. Because I was really upset. I was like, "Wow, I dinged it pretty good on that
So
one."
you get to keep the teeth.
All right.
Yeah.
I would have like glued the teeth to the guitar. Shit.
You ready? You ready for my next album here, Paul Vault?
I'm sure it won't be any shocker to me, Chad.
I've got a couple of Beatles albums that are definitely in my all-time top 10. My absolute favorite Beatles album, though, is the Magical Mystery Tour.
What?
So
Are
that
you
is the one that I am putting on the wheel.
Why?
That's the Beatles that I absolutely love. Strawberry Fields Forever is one of my all-time favorite songs.
What? Yeah,
And I love the psychedelic pop rock. This one is definitely
yeah, but that's on Abbey Road, man. You could have went with Abbey Road.
I'm
Oh,
going
Chad.
with Magical Mystery Tour. That's
Oh.
my favorite. That is my favorite. Okay,
Oh.
you can go with Abbey Road.
Well, now you ruin it.
Well, I might as well go with my second one. My second favorite Beatles album is the White Album.
Yeah, that's
such
good.
an amazing album. Those are my two favorites. Like a lot of people say, Sgt. Pepper's is the best Beatles album, but
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I would do
I'm not going to say anything bad about it, but for me, I really fell in love with Magical Mystery Tour, and then when I heard the White Album, I was just like, wow, like because there's just so many different styles and variety, and we're a little bit opposite because I like when things give you a kind of a jump from one thing to the other. I enjoy that. You said you like stuff that kind of flows together, but I like when you come to a complete and then all of a sudden it just 360s and it's something else. And I think the White Album does that a lot. Silverchair does that a lot, and so that's the kind of stuff that I'm really into. And as far as like magical and orchestras, I mean, part of the reason I love Diorama so much is because of my love of the Beatles, specifically, you know, something like Magical Mystery Tour when I was a kid. So.
Oh God, Chad.
We're not supposed to agree because we all have
that's never happening, Chad.
We all have our own taste, okay?
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing, you know, about art in general, music.
I think.
Well, you're gonna love my next pick.
Yeah.
So, did you have something to say about Abbey Road? Because you know.
No, Chad. Every time I say an album, you're like, "Ah, that one." No, I would go with British Steel. British Steel. I'm sure you've never heard that one either. It's a little band called Judas Priest.
We were talking about the Beatles here, though. Okay.
Oh no!
You're jumping ahead.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to make me make a pick with the Beatles. You're trying to rip off my pick. No.
Okay. We've had two of the Beatles ones listed so far, and we'll go to your next one here, which we do got to say hello to Zach Thong. Great to see you, Zach, and Sparky as well. Any of you in the chat, what are your absolute favorite albums? If you had to go on a abandoned island with pole vault and you only got to listen to one thing, what would you pick as the album?
What would they torture pole vault with?
They got me. Hell, what they need an album for?
What would they torture pole vault with? Oh, I got a perfect one.
All right, so
hey, I like to shit my pants. Shit all over the street.
Shit my pants.
I like to dance.
I like to ride the slide. When I shit my pants on a hot day, 90 degrees.
Let's see. You said British Steel. Let me see if this is one. Their sixth album, Breaking the Law. Okay, yeah. I mean, you know,
Living After Midnight. You ever heard that one?
Yeah. I know this album. You don't have to be able to be wise. Yeah, no, it's definitely got some, you know, some of their metal gods. I mean, it's got some of their absolute, you know, classics on it for sure. Yeah.
Looking for me. Man, it's the shiz.
Looking for meat.
Yeah, Grinder. Don't make me break out and go full Grinder live.
Sounds like Chad's mom's song. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Sparky says Uma Guma on Island with Me. Wow. we'd have to grow some like cactus and some shrubs.
Peyote.
Yeah. Well, that'd be great.
Several small furry animals grooving with the pict or whatever that one was.
Hey, no coconut crabs. I hate coconut crabs.
That was like the gist of that one.
I don't like coconut crabs.
We've established that you're not a fan of crabs.
No, coconut crabs. They're the worst. And I think they ate Amelia Earhart and stuff. No, I think that happened. Coconut. Yeah, Supertramp is a really good album. Early morning yesterday, I was up.
You know, it kind of makes me think of like a crab, like a giant, like a hermit crab taking Amelia Earhart's skull and just making that its home.
Well, they said
like
they
crawling into it, just going.
No, that ain't even how it happened. They like crashed on this desert island thing, and this island at night, the coconut crabs, which are huge, just coat the island and kill everything.
It's just a fucking crab in his skull.
So real quick, as I'm adding these to the wheel, Queen 2, Pookie, and Zach Thong with Supertramp, Breakfast in America, Jackie Sins with Evanescence, Fallen, and see, I mean, Evanescence is a band that I never was completely sold on, but I do respect them, and I do understand the people that do love Evanescence, why they do. Of course, Povald will probably poo-poo over that pick because, that's too new. That's too new.
That's
when it's
not
like 20-something years old now.
It's not about that. It's not about that, Chad.
Yeah. What's it about?
Well, with me, I mean, it's about and I mean, like, there's an Evanescence song I've heard, I think, but it's for me, for the whole album to like meld together, and which you hate.
I didn't say I hate it. I didn't say I hate it.
The studio overall quality of the record.
Mm-hmm.
You're really gonna love my pick.
Povald pretending that like there's this Siskel and Ebert approach to his picks, and it's gotta be of this. And
it's all about the studio quality, Povald. Tell me, what albums do any of us have that are of studio quality?
To be honest, it's, can you get high or drunk and this album like take you away from wherever you're at? And
can I enjoy it sober too? Probably.
Well, and that's my thing.
Regardless of the quality of it, dude. Like, I mean, like, sometimes some really crappy music is actually really kind of good. It's like, it's just like sometimes when people just record something in the state that it's in and just leave it the way it is and release it, it's got its charm. It's kind of our aesthetic, what we do with our stuff. Isn't that right, Povald?
No.
So what I was going to say is that's the thing, is that, I don't indulge in any sort of, getting high, getting drunk, any of that stuff. So I have to rely on the music, just like I do on the movies, to take me to whatever place.
I knew there was something wrong with you. I knew there was something.
And so that the music that I really connect with are the ones that do take me to those different places and take me to different worlds. So.
Oh my God, it's all clear now, Chad. I feel so bad for you.
You got
so real quick, I did add those that we had listed here. The Supertramp, the Evanescence, Queen, got those added to the wheel.
Ian Urban's had more fun on a Tuesday night than you've had in your life. Oh my God!
I'm all about fun. Come on now.
No idea what I used to do on Tuesday nights.
No, I'm just saying. if you smoke a little grass and have a few beers, this music, is a little better, maybe.
All right, Irvin, what was your next one?
Pole vault's gonna love me for this one.
Oh, good.
The Shags.
Oh yeah, no, they're wild.
Philosophy of the World by the Shags. This album is probably by far one of the worst productions of all time, but like,
but it is
again,
what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like some dad or something like that said his bought his daughters a bunch of guitars and drums and stuff and said, make an album. And this is what happened. He got My Pale Foot. And like, I mean, there's so
Well,
many.
had a fortune teller telling that they were going to be rock stars, and she wasn't wrong.
My Pale Foot. Who are parents? It's Halloween. Why do I feel that little sports car? Things I wonder. My companion. I'm so happy when you're near. We have a savior. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't even like, in the philosophy of the world. Oh my God, there's actually more songs in here too. Sweet Thing, What Should I Do? They're just so off. They're off beat. None of them are playing in key. I don't think the instruments are even tuned.
Okay.
Their microphones aren't set up in anywhere in the right places.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never listened to it. I'm gonna definitely have to listen to that album. I think that I will enjoy it. But
if you want, remember we were talking about experimental music. That in its own is like experimental.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and
gotta have one up.
I feel like that was a concept album by their dad, not them. It was more about their dad than it was about them. I saw them the other day. They were doing like a reunion tour.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't look the same.
So Boys and Whales says Antichrist Superstar for Marilyn Manson. Not my favorite Marilyn Manson, but it's not all about me, unlike Pole Vault, that everything has to be about Pole Vault. In fact, Antichrist Superstar is one of my least favorite Manson.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Chad.
Angel with the scab wings.
What would be your favorite, Chad? Please.
I actually Hollywood is my favorite.
That was pretty good. Mechanical Animals was I think the last good one.
Mechanical Animals is it's absolutely fantastic.
It kind of it turned to ass afterwards, to be honest.
No, the most recent one's fantastic too, though. The one that he just put out.
I agree with
last year?
Poison Wells on the Marilyn Manson. I would go with Antichrist Superstar. I would probably.
And speaking of experimental, the album before that was pretty wild with all the different things that are on it. There's it sounds like clips of weird sex tapes and all sorts of stuff on that.
A compilation album of Marilyn Manson is one of my favorites. I'm trying to think which Lest We Forget.
Oh yeah.
That was a good. That was a good compilation.
Yeah,
it had a good
it's like
flow.
the greatest hits,
Oh yeah, but it had a good flow. It started off with a banger. I mean, it was a lot more of the more industrial shit. It was just like and it was.
I'm trying.
It was a good listen. I like compilation albums.
That's when he put in the grill, right? And he did the. What song was it?
Golden Age of Grotesque. Blah blah blah. Sex.
That one from the movie. That one from the movie where he got the breast implants.
That says no shit.
What movie was that?
What?
The movie where he got the breast implants and all that. It's on the movie soundtrack. I forget. Long Way from Home or something.
What's the
He
one
was
I'm
on the
thinking?
Long Hard
compilation.
Road from Hell or something like that.
Yeah, on some movie compilation.
Yeah, Spawn. Yeah, that's from
Yeah,
Spawn.
yeah.
That was with was it Sneaker Pimps? I think it may have been. What's the one I'm thinking of? Tainted Love. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tainted Love was the one that he did the single for. At least we forget. That was like the new song on there. Then he had the
Love
grill.
Song was the first one. Do you love your guns? God, government. This is a good. That is just a good jam. I think out of all of them, it's the most well balanced one of them.
Yeah, Love Song. That's one from Hollywood. Hollywood, I do believe. I love that album.
Age of Grotesque was an interesting one to listen to. It was a lot more of some of the industrial stuff, and then it kind of like did the one was like na 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 na. Like it had some really kind of off the wall.
So yeah, Hollywood. We had Love Song, Fight Song, Death Song, the Nobodies. These are all ones that I absolutely love.
Nobody
In the Shadow,
somebody's.
Yeah, I love that album. Count to Six and Die.
Beats are so simple too. Like there's not much to it. Really easy to play. I could play it on my MPC if I had it on right now.
So we got Antichrist Superstar. I am putting Hollywood. And what Manson were you going to go with for the list here? E.
Lest we forget.
All right.
Okay, I actually had that one.
Yeah, it's a good jam.
That's like a good Manson introductory. I used to listen to that one when I was getting ready to when I'd wake up in the morning to get ready to go do a show. I would listen to that that God Is Your TV.
Yeah.
And I would be just calm as a bomb walking into this like big arena, just jamming my ass off. And it would help me get pumped up for, Marilyn Manson was really good at like getting pumped up music. Yeah.
So I'm going to put Mechanical Animals on here too, because we did mention that one, and Martin Kelly is saying that's his favorite. I think it's really good. And Robbie just throws out an absolute fantastic album. I don't know if any of you had it picked, but Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. That is one so good.
Well, and what Pookie picked out, I know people that live, breathe, and sleep Queen's Right. They got it like on the back of their truck window and my crime, man.
Operation Minecraft.
I kind of like Queen of the Right the better, but whatever. The lady walked by. But but I think I'm just picking all the ones that are like no brainers.
Well, I mean, there's no, have to.
Well, I mean, if
it.
I wanted to go off the rails, I'd go to something else. But like I think Lori's Mishmash would agree with me on my pick here. Journey, Escape. No, dude, that was a Foreigner 4 and Journey. Foreigner 4 came out with Foreigner 4 and Journey came out with Journey Escape at the same time, and them two were like battling it. I mean, you want to talk about like number one hit after number one hit coming out off of those records, but like I said, that's so middle of the road general stuff, I mean, when have you never went to a karaoke where they weren't singing Journey?
True. Let me catch up with the chat here. Oh, that's E-Urban. We'll let E-Urban bring that up. I know Robbie had a couple others. What was it? Appetite for Destruction. I am not a fan, but
that was a master album, Chad.
I never got it myself, but I can respect you know,
I'm not a fan of Axl Rose, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. That was a masterpiece, man. Appetite for Destruction.
and
Then they
then
came out with Use Your Illusion. What the fuck? What happened?
what else do we have here? Aqualung.
Jethro Tull. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. Chris Lane was doing some of that the other day.
Okay. And were you saying the Foreigner one in addition to
Foreigner 4.
Okay.
It had Jukebox Hero and all that shit on it. And Journey. See you in a smoky room. And I'm glad Camellia did the Led Zeppelin. So glad. I might have went with the Houses of the Holy, but it's a hard pick on Zepp, you know.
Let's see if there's 4.
And
Which does she go with? I'm not looking at the
Zepp
chat.
2, Led Zeppelin 2.
Okay.
And like I said, that's a hard decision. I mean, you know, that's the thing with a bunch of these bands, because I'm just trying to, you know, like pick out the best one. Like with Black Sabbath, with Ozzy, there was, you know, Black Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and Paranoid, and you know, which one of the babies do you pick out of the group?
Right. Zeppelin. Let me think. I mean, you can't go wrong with picking any, but let's see.
Sparky. There's no need for that.
What does Sparky do?
Let me. Someone needs to talk to Sparky real quick.
So, is Pearl going to show up?
No.
Is that what's going on?
What do you mean you never got the Kiss thing? What do you mean? Gene frickin' Simmons! Gene, settle down. Settle down. We all know it was Paul Stanley.
All right. If we're talking Kiss.
Oh, now here it is, cunts. Why? We shouldn't even bring this up with me.
Dynasty.
No,
Dynasty. Dynasty.
That's not even realistic.
I'm putting it on the wheel.
That's my God!
That's my favorite Kiss album.
Does Double Platinum count?
My second favorite would be Dress to Kill. So those are my 2 picks from.
Oh my
Kiss.
God! Oh, Chad, why do you do this to me?
Yeah, double platinum. Double platinum counts.
Well, it should. It went double platinum. Oh my God!
But come on now, Dress to Kill.
Oh my!
It's got She. I mean, She is one of the greatest.
Yes, so does double platinum. It's the great double platinum is Kiss.
I know, but I'm not a believer. Me personally, I'm not a believer in the greatest hits, putting them on there. So that's why Dress to Kill, Rock and Roll All Night.
Well, then you would have to go with Love Gun. Or Destroyer.
Not for me.
Oh my God.
We can put them on here.
I'm gonna come to the screen at you, Chad.
We can put them on here if you want them on here.
No, I got other picks.
Then don't come at me with my picks.
You're ruining everything, Chad.
I still have my Dress to Kill. Let's see. I got Dress to Kill, and I think I've got Destroyer, and may have double platinum on vinyl.
You know what I got hanging on my wall?
What's that?
An album from Kiss called Kiss. You ever heard of that one?
Yeah.
I got it.
My favorite, Kojin. Kojin is like the most hilarious song ever.
Best Kiss album? My ass. Kiss my ass.
I'm sure they'll come out with it soon.
Didn't they have something similar?
Yeah.
Wasn't there Gene Simmons behind on the cover of one of them? What was that one?
No, I think he did a what? What? suicidal tendencies, lights, camera. Why y'all doing this to me?
Oh yeah. Kiss My Ass was the album where they had Garth Brooks do Hard Luck Woman because I had it. Lenny
Is that an
Kravitz,
actual album? Hold
yeah,
on.
Lenny Kravitz did
You're fucking
Deuce.
pranking me.
Garth
I know
Brooks did
it's
Hard
not
Luck Woman.
April 1st anymore.
Anthrax did She. Gin Blossoms, Christine 16. Toe the Wet Sprocket, Rock and Roll All Night. Shandy's Addiction, Calling Dr.
Fuck
Love.
me.
Dinosaur
I was
Jr., Going
joking. I didn't
Blind.
even
That one was
notice.
so good. Extreme doing Strutter. Lemonheads, Plaster Caster. The Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Detroit Rock City. And
I didn't even know it was an album. I was just joking.
Hey, Pookie, is that the one with All I Wanted Was a Pepsi?
I can't believe that was an actual album. I just named it. I didn't even know that. I don't listen to Kiss. I know like one song.
All right, I got to catch up here. Suicidal Tendencies.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, if Silverchair wins, I'm just gonna lose my mind.
Well, I'm not done. I mean, come on.
I mean, it could be Chad's night, you know.
There could be ones that you hate.
I mean, it's his
more.
show.
There could be ones that you hate more.
No, I don't. That hasn't happened yet. But
Disco's Out, Murder's In.
You know, one album I used to listen to on just loop was Ministry Psalm 69. You ever heard that one?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
69.
Yep.
Mine Is a Terrible Thing to Taste.
That one was a little wild. That was a little wild. But Psalm 69 was another one of those I would listen to while I was just all calm. And everybody probably be thinking, that dude's from Texas. He's probably listening to some Garth Brooks or something. And I'm just like,
Houses in the Mole? Houses of the Mole, man. That was an attack on George Bush.
Now, and here's another one.
Or some shit like.
That's another one right there that's like the Cure. The people that love Joshua Tree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they love Joshua Tree. And,
right.
I'm going to tell you, you can't mess with that.
Yeah, you two's never been my thing, but there's definitely
that was the one for them. That was the one for them.
Exactly. Sure. Yeah.
So
that's my thing. I'm not gonna tear down anybody's pick, and I'm gonna defend mine. So, what was I? Oh, Chicago 2. I was putting Chicago 2.
25-64 or whatever that one song is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that jam so much. I listen to that in the morning. That's a good wake up in the morning.
I forget that guy's name. I forget that guitar player's name, but Jimi Hendrix said he was the best in the world.
So
and I can't remember his name.
Let me stop you a second because I didn't get it on the wheel yet. What was the Ministry one?
Psalm 69. What's wrong with you? Oh my God, Chad!
Houses of the Mole.
Mine
is a terrible
way to
thing
succeed
to taste.
in the way to suck eggs. Hey, that's perfect.
Mine is a terrible thing to taste.
And there's other
Filth
Ministry.
Pig.
Yeah. What was that last?
Animosity or whatever. And then also With Sympathy, which is their first album, and Al Jorgensen hates that because it's the most like synth pop one that they ever made.
Yeah, I saw the West Side too.
Terrible thing to taste. Okay. All right. Okay. Whose turn is it for their next pick? I lost track here. We're kind of all over the place. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
A lot of albums.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go listen to albums tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got some suggestions that you definitely should get into, Paul Vault.
Crocus Headhunter is probably one of the best albums. I'm gonna start going off the mainstream a little bit.
Oh, we want to go off the mainstream?
Just a little bit, but the thing is Crocus Headhunter had hit after hit after hit on it at the time, and I don't know why they went away. I I don't know why they went away, but I mean, just excellent album.
Did they croak?
No, but have you heard them? Screaming in the night, I die for you. Bam, bam, bam. It's early MTV shit. But
by Crocus.
I mean, just like every song on the album was freaking fire.
All right, my pick off the beaten path would be "When the Kite String Pops" by Acid Bath.
I haven't heard that one.
Acid Bath has reunited without the bass player who, when he passed away, he died in a car crash. That's when the band broke up, but they have gotten back together and they're playing some big shows this year. And I am super excited for that. But yeah, When the Kite String Pops is so great. So dark and there's some very trippy stuff. There's some very heavy stuff. Dr. Seuss is Dead, Scream of the Butterfly, it's just so good. Finger Paintings of the Insane, Cassie's Cockroaches. It's a fantastic album.
Oh shit, I feel bad for leaving Violet Display off. Oh god.
Oh yeah. You Pantera. If you're gonna go with the Pantera, then you got to go with that one.
And Cowboys from Hell was great, but Violet Display was. They say that's like a metal anthem and shit. I mean, it's just monstrous.
Oracle Display.
So
I listen to that. I like it all the time.
I'm going to go in a different direction here. Insane Clown Posse, The Great Malenko.
Yeah.
It's good listening. It's got most of their better, more well known songs that like more classics. I mean, 1997. So, that's a pretty good one. And also Hell's Pit. Like, there's a lot of really good songs really good albums that they have. There's some stuff that's kind of just like, I don't know, maybe, but like, but yeah, those are a couple good picks for me.
Hell's Pit. I don't think that one I'm real familiar with, but I have to give that one a listen. Rap. Any picks? I know you're not a huge rap fan, Paul. Any picks at all though? I'm going. I know my top rap album. My two top rap albums. I'll put them on here. Tupac. Most people would say All Eyes on Me, but for me, it's Me Against the World. That is my absolute favorite Tupac. And I would have to go with Ice-T's Power. That's one of the ones that really. I Run DMC Raising Hell is another one though, but yeah, all three of those are fantastic albums.
I would probably go with Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see.
The first one. Is it just
where
called
the guy's on fire? Yeah.
Is it just called Rage Against the Machine?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see.
And the other one's Evil Empire, but I like the first one the best.
Yeah, no, I'm fully.
I really like that guy, Rich Brian. Have you ever heard of him? Rich Brian is like crazy. And Body Count.
Body Count, yes. Body Count's first album.
I actually saw Body Count live.
Shit. Cypress Hill, Black Sunday. That one, that's a good fucking get high song or get high album. I wanna get high, so high.
I don't think
I
the
want to
almond
get
brothers.
high.
Look at
Whoa,
Chad coming
there's
up again.
two Chads. What?
Oh no, I can't stand one.
So we got two Chads in case one breaks down.
I knew it. I knew
Wait,
it.
one froze. Yeah, one did break down. I think one's
No.
trying to get in.
No. What happened? Is
We got a double album of Chad Freeman.
His reptilian self started coming through. I knew it.
Yeah, he's still frozen.
I know it.
We're the host of the show now.
Yeah.
Don't let him in.
Yeah.
Don't let him in.
Cheech and Chong up in smoke.
Teacher's gone now. We can
There's an album for you.
misbehave. We can misbehave now. Everybody,
I'm back. I'm back.
Back in black. That's what E. Urban was saying earlier.
We weren't misbehaving. We promise.
Let's real quick. Let's go to some music to kind of break things up. Popal, yeah, you want to go to the new one from you?
Yeah, that's fine.
What
and
can you tell us
we're
about
talking
it?
well, okay. Right now we're talking about great albums, and we can all do that right now because this album hasn't dropped yet. So no, this album I'm getting ready to finish it up, and it started with Jade Star interview, and she was saying, "Hey, is there a way that people can just drop in?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" So this one is all called. The album's called Memories. So the whole gist of the album is, and it's all about flow. This is like taking Vera. This song is like taking Vera off of Pink Floyd. Out of context, it's going to seem a little weird. Yeah, but it's cool. Hey, it's doing good. What and like I say, you got to keep on putting. It has Sunshine Archer on it and stuff, and
can't go wrong there.
She's like the cleanup crew. If I get a little rough, I'm like, hey, come in and clean this up.
Well, here is Forever, a little music break, Pole Vault featuring Sunshine Archer. There we go. Heck yeah. Pole vault and sunshine.
When I watch my own shit,
Fantastic.
I can't believe I do that sometimes. Because I mean, the thing is how does someone that listens to Rage, Pantera, and and Ministry, when I go to make music, that's what and my first bands were all metal, and now I make whatever that was. I mean, I don't even understand. Science can't even explain it. You know what?
Yeah.
I just sit there and watch that. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What the hell?
So next time you want me to play one of your songs, you don't have to hack into my internet and boot me offline. All right?
Did you notice the volume was down on that a little bit?
I turned it up. It
Yeah,
started off low.
But the
And then-
thing is so we're working on me and Urban and Abe, we got this collab, and I guess and I'm trying to pull down the volume, and I cut that track in that same volume, but when it comes across YouTube, the volume's low.
Mm.
So I guess when I recorded our track and it was too loud for the album, you had to go up to get on YouTube. I don't know. It's always a conundrum. Is that what that is?
Yeah,
A conundrum?
yeah.
Pokey said disco.
Disco.
And then,
Sorry.
of course, right under that, I put Pierre Gabriel Us because there's some albums on there that are kind of disco-y.
Well,
I'm not a fan of disco. I don't think there's an album that I can think of that falls into disco. Some people consider Dynasty disco, which it's not.
What about
What about
do you like Daft Punk at all? Daft Punk?
Not huge.
Look, Saturday Night
huge.
Fever. The soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever was disco.
Yeah, but I prefer early Bee Gees over the disco Bee Gees myself.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know. I kind of like disco. There's when I was younger, like when I was in grade school, I kind of latched onto it a little bit.
That's what I listened to.
I can't help it. Like there's just something about the nice tight punchy drums and the bass lines are kind of the bouncy and boom 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 boom, kind of like house does that shit. Like we're gonna do a show about electronic music, and house is one of those things that's influenced a lot by disco.
And Pokey was talking about what I listen to other than disco would be when I'm on planes. I used to listen to Smashing Pumpkins' Siamese Dreams. That was a good one.
Another Brick in the Wall is a disco song.
So disco albums. What would you put besides Saturday Night Fever? Is that a pick that we should put on there? Is this album one you would consider?
That looks like that could be a porno.
Yeah, the soundtrack to the film.
Well, it's no dancing to the oldies, but I say it's way up there.
I don't know. I just had those compilation albums that you buy off the TV, and I was like, "Hey, it has like all the disco songs." You're like, "All right,
for K-Tel."
Yeah, I was
You
like,
know,
hey, I had
the
a little
biggest
bit of
hits.
everything. Gloria Gaynor and then, Olivia Newton-John and
Casey and the Sunshine Band. Shake,
fuck
shake,
yeah.
shake. Dee-dee-dee. Shake, shake,
The
shake.
songs are infectious.
Shake that booty.
You know who really loves disco? Birds. Have you ever seen how birds respond to disco?
Okay,
No, I
so
remember disco is we have people may not know this, but me and Sunshine have done like things and stuff, and we have lots of kids. If you have kids, put disco on, and they will go right to sleep in the car. If you're on a car ride, put disco on, they will crash.
Do the hustle.
so we're talking albums here. So disco, what disco albums would what would y'all put on here?
Well, I'm with the E Urban. Back then, there was just lots of like
Compilation.
like Unshackled says.
Now
Hey,
that's what
Town
I call
presents.
disco. I was like,
Okay. I've got one.
How
I'll
about
throw into the mix.
now that's what I call disco.
The soundtrack for the movie Car Wash. I'll give y'all that one. Yes, there we go. At the car wash.
But you don't have to use Vaseline, baby. I would say Prince. Prince was disco.
Yeah, I'm
Would you
not
say
a Prince fan. Not a Prince fan.
What? Yeah, but
Well,
I mean,
we got to
Purple
put
Rain.
Purple Rain on there just because. I mean, we're talking about albums here.
Yeah.
I do have a copy of it on vinyl somewhere.
Right. I listened to Purple Rain.
No,
Guilty.
of Prince's music, Purple Rain would be the one, but I'm not a huge Prince fan.
Oh yeah, I'm not in the pit or anything. The Prince
I don't know. I just put down like now that's what I call disco, and we'll just
pit.
it'll just be the catch-all term for every disco CD that I bought
okay.
in the 90s.
Now that's
dancing to the
what
oldies. Richard Simmons,
I
man.
call disco.
You ever
I
see that?
mean, we could, now that's what I call rock album.
Okay. All right.
Time Life presents. That's what I call rock.
All right. So let's move from disco to grunge. What albums have to be on here? I mean, obviously Pearl Jam 10.
Yeah.
Nevermind.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put any of the Nirvana albums on there actually myself,
Right.
but
That's the thing that I think grunge pretty much. They should have a cut and paste list on that. Pretty much. I mean, would you say Soundgarden was? They said they were in the grunge scene, and Alice in Chains was, but I really don't think they were.
yes. It's
Alice in Chains, Nothing Safe, Best of the Box. Talk about compilation albums and best ofs. That one had it. That one, every single song on there is a goddamn banger. And if you don't agree with me, I will hurt you harshly.
See, I'm not about the compilations, but I don't let
that one you should definitely check it out because it has everything, man. The box it has it has Born Again, We Die Young, Them Bones, Iron Gland, Rooster. I mean,
I love the Nirvana Unplugged, and I also love the greatest hits that they had put out, but I wouldn't include those,
But how about Bad Motorfinger?
Yeah,
Bad Motorfinger, dude, that is.
Let me put these.
I bet you're a super unknown guy.
I definitely am. Super
I knew
Unknown
it.
is my.
No, I knew it. I knew it. God, I knew it. Oh my God.
I also love Yield from Pearl Jam. So 8's going on the wheel.
Oh my God.
That one for me is such an amazing album.
Yeah. Stone Temple Pilots Core was freaking awesome.
Let's see here. I'm just putting Nevermind, and I'm putting Bleach. I'm not going to list every Nirvana album.
What about Pearl Jam? I like the one with even flow on. I don't know if
that's 10.
Is even flow. Oh, is it 10?
That's 10.
Is it 10?
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, no, that one is a masterpiece. It's so good.
Yeah.
STP. Which one?
Pokey says Core.
Okay.
And
I never can remember which albums which with STP.
Unshackled has Kink's Superman.
It's got Plush on it. Is that one?
That's Core. Core has them all on it.
Dead and Bloated. Yep.
Bush. 16 Stone, I think, is the one with Come Down.
Bush.
I want to come down from this cloud.
Yeah, 16 Stone.
Finally found what I'm looking for.
Everything's in, which has whose name in the song?
What?
Everything's in.
What?
There's a certain person that we're not supposed to mention on this show. Their name is mentioned in the song.
Mickey
Everything's
Mouse?
In. Yes. Oh, were we putting Mickey Mouse Disco on the wheel?
I thought you did that, Chad. Where you been, man?
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Sparky said
Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind.
I'm gonna admit, I love Third Eye Blind.
What?
I love them.
When that came out. I loved them. I did.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're so infectious.
Yeah.
They're infectious.
Oh my god. Please don't put Three Doors Down on there. Please
Heck no.
Yeah, no, but there's one band that I shouldn't tell you this, and I have a weakness. It's like kryptonite. But it's I don't like the Stray Cats really bad.
What was that Butthole Surfers?
The one with the ear.
Electric
the pencil in the ear.
Electric Ladyland.
Yeah.
Electric Ladyland.
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister. Holy shit. Electric Larry Land.
Let's see who else here. Larry Land.
That was a crunchy song.
Yeah, I had The Devil Was in My Room last night. You know that one?
Who was in my room last night?
Yeah. Freaking! I used to listen to Corrosion of Conformity, their album Deliverance. Have you ever heard Deliverance? That's a good one.
Yeah, they are awesome.
You gotta listen. You gotta get Melanie to give you some brownies and listen to that one, Chad.
Yeah, it's crazy. I kind of like some poppier stuff that, Third Eye Blind is so good, but I also, I don't really know much more other than the Friends theme song, but the Rembrandts, that song, I like it. I don't know why. I just really do.
They do the King of the Hill song too.
Oh really? No, that's the Refreshments.
Oh, okay. I get them mixed up. Same thing to me. Same thing to me. I'm gonna go with Muse. Wait, which album is it? Is it Yes, it's Absolution. Muse. Is this the one? Yes, Apocalypse, Please. Butterflies and Hurricanes. Yeah. Muse's album Absolution.
And Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast was a good album. Number of the Beast was wall to wall.
Number of the Beast.
You ever heard that one, Chad?
Maiden. I'm not really into Iron Maiden. Sorry. Metallica, any Metallica albums? Should the Black Album be on here?
No. Kill them all. God,
oh my God! No, put it on the wheel. Let's do it.
Chad, why are you doing this to me?
Some people actually cut their teeth on the Black Album. Okay.
HaM is amazing. I
No,
don't care
we
what you
put
say.
Saint Anger on there.
Yeah. That
No,
one.
I actually like the one
the
the one right before Saint Anger. I actually
Death
do like.
Magnetic. Death
I don't know.
Magnetic was good, but I'm just saying, Kill 'Em All was like really good. That was their first one.
Then put whatever the hell this last
Oh,
one was.
I got one. I got one that'll burn you, Chad.
Yeah.
My favorite, and I used to listen to this one all the time. My favorite Def Leppard album is High and Dry.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not a
I started with
Def Leppard.
I started with Hysteria and Pyromania.
Yeah,
Those were there. I was actually I was like we had an entertainment center sitting right where I was. My mom and dad's CDs were in
oh my
there,
god.
and I grabbed like I was like in 7th grade, and I grabbed Pyromania and Hysteria from the rack, and I was like, I listened to those. Those album covers were bomb as fuck, and the songs were really good too.
I was so upset when they came out with Pyromania. I was actually upset. I was like, okay, here comes another High and Dry, and it was like, I'm like, what?
I want a photograph.
And there's Andy. Hello, brothers on guitar.
Freaking High and Dry. High and Dry was, oh man, High and Dry was a freaking masterpiece.
All right.
You listen to some of their later stuff, and like they actually tried going a little bit heavier, and the label wouldn't let them go heavier, and they ended up with Slang, which was like,
yeah, and Andy's like right there. That's what happened. Def Leppard got big. They were like, hey, it's time to make some money. Get in the middle of there. And they weren't in the middle with High and Dry. On Through the Night was okay, but it was just an EP. But
before I forget, I've got to put Michael Jackson's Thriller, Kitty Spit, Papa Roach, Infest.
did you say Diddy?
And what was the
Did
other
he
one? I was thinking of
spit?
another.
Is that what I heard?
Kitty.
Oh, okay. Kitty, not Diddy. Kitty.
yeah, Ride Lightning was better than Kill 'Em All. I would say Ride Lightning was better than Kill 'Em All.
What's your favorite Michael Jackson album there? There's no bad answer.
Off the Wall is the best one.
Jesus.
Yeah, why do you do this to me, Chad?
What's that one with the one song that I kind of know a little bit of the bass line too?
One of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, I don't know a word to it. It goes, do, 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 do. Get up till you can't get up. Get up till you can't get up.
I'm gonna stop myself from putting every single Michael Jackson on here, but I did put Thriller, Bad, and History.
That's the one.
So.
Whatever one's got Beat It on
you
it.
put History and you didn't put Off the Wall?
Okay, Off the Wall.
God.
Because I kind of know the bass line to Beat It.
One time I was in a hotel and they didn't have our room ready for like freaking 8 hours. And in the middle of the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas, I listened to the History album for 8 effing hours. They have a statue of Michael Jackson in the lobby.
Lucky.
And I was losing my mind.
Lucky.
Love Drive. I don't know. I
remember Slipknot, the debut album, and then also what's the other one? What's the other one I want? Actually, I love All Hope Is Gone, and I also love Volume 3.
Rat, the band Rat, Out of the Cellar. 12 Volt, come on, you know this one.
Oh yeah,
Rat.
Rat. Yeah, Rat. And if you're gonna put Rat, you gotta put Cinderella. Night Songs.
Dancing Undercover was another good one by Rat. Invasion of Your Privacy was another one good one by Rat. I like those albums.
Round and
round.
like I said,
What comes around goes around.
Love
Tell you
Drive.
why.
All right, which
why?
album with the rat? I'm sorry, I'm just catching back up.
Out of the cellar.
Out of the
Out of
cellar.
the cellar. Yeah.
Out of the cellar. Okay.
You're in trouble. She wants money. I mean, it's just kind of how you like sort of sing any other song.
I mean,
but
if
I like it.
if we're talking that kind of music, the 80s, headbanger, Twisted Sister would be, my pick of those.
I had a Twisted Sister.
And then you had that
compilation album.
little band that hardly anybody knows of, Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love. Too Fast for Love, Chad. You're probably going to say something like, "What's your favorite?"
Not a Motley Crue. Not a Motley Crue fan at all.
God.
So,
Not a Motley
what's
Crue
the first album any of you guys owned yourself? Like that was yours, whether it was given to you or you bought it. Like, what was your first ever CD or tape or record you had?
It was Kiss Destroyer.
For me, tape. It was cassette was Michael Jackson's Thriller. 45 was Culture Club's Karma Chameleon, but first album would have been this Grease, like Broadway freaking soundtrack that was horrible. So yeah, those are mine.
I got 2 8-tracks at the same time. I got Boston and which is Boston, the Don't Look Back, and Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman. Oh, dude, I just wore Diary of a Madman out.
I wish mine was as cool as yours, guys, because when I was like 5 or 6 or whatever, whenever The Lion King came out, that was my first CD. I had the soundtrack to The Lion King. That was my first memory of ever having a CD. And my mom was like, "Here, have this." I'm like, "Sure, it's mine now, I guess." It was The Lion King. I enjoyed it.
I think my first
like
record,
5 or something.
my first record was really, really stupid, to be honest. But I didn't buy; I just had it, and it was one of those compilation albums that had like "Hello, Mother," "Hello, Father," "Here I am," "I can't Granada," and all.
I ended up with a fair amount of those Christmas ones from my grandparents. Like,
Yeah,
it was like, I don't listen to this crap.
And it had Monster Mash, it was the Monster Mash.
Although, I kind of wish I would have kept those, because if I would have got a tape deck, I could have fucked with those hardcore. You imagine how those would have sounded with all those years of like degradation and just like, like Grandma over my
And Unshackled said Rumors Fleetwood Mac.
Zach Thong said not gonna say the album or the band, but
oh, sure. that was
I remember
don't want them to show up.
When I was like in 6th grade, I was like 12 years old, about to be 13 years old, at the verge of puberty. Spice Girls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember that album.
Spice Girls were awesome.
That was I mean,
Fleetwood Mac was my Spice Girls. I was so in love with Stevie Nicks.
Let me stop you real quick, Paul. Which Motley Crue did you say?
Too Fast for Love, Chad.
Too Fast for Love. See, I'm trying to get this stuff on the wheel to be accurate with the, this has got to be the greatest, most epic, iconic album. So, Too Fast for Love. Okay. And say hello to Randy Jean, who is here. Welcome.
Camellia says Spice Girls were not awesome.
Yes, it was. What? Oh, and Brothers on Guitar said when I was talking about Slipknot, and you know what? I'll put Iowa on there. It's not my favorite, but I know people love it. So
Slipknot's the kind of thing I listen to when I'm like really pissed off in traffic. Like today, Oh my fucking god. I'm trying to make a fucking right hand turn, but there's a bitch in front of me making a left hand turn, and she's not going. Fucking traffic has moved 3 fucking lines, and she still hasn't gone. I'm laying on the horn, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
I changed my rage music in traffic. I did listen to Vulgar Display, but I've been listening to Gary Hubb's Candy Coated Lies. It's like, I dig your shallow grave. People are like, I'm gonna move over. Get out of here.
Yeah, just talk about raging music. What's your, like, when you're just pissed at the world?
I throw on some Cannibal Corpse, and it doesn't matter what song it is. It's just like, oh, yeah.
I listen to Vulgar Display, and usually Walk. You know, where he's like, "You talking to me, punk? No way!" And it's and I'm driving like a maniac on a fucking there's videos. All my shorts are like me, like going through traffic, like listening to Pantera, freaking like driving like a maniac. And I don't start off driving like a maniac. They do this to me.
Which Fleetwood Mac was it we were putting on?
Rumors, Chad.
Rumors. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm making sure. Making sure.
For me, Fear Factory, demanufactured.
Oh, Fear Factory is so awesome. Oh yeah.
It's just like so digital and crunchy and just dun, 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 yes.
Linchpin is one of the greatest songs ever. Linchpin is so freaking awesome.
The one song I just want to scream at my boss the other day. You got to back the fuck up. You know, you got to back the fuck up. Like, I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, and
kill you.
Andy was saying Megadeth, Cryptic, Pantera, Cowboys from Hell, Metallica, Ride Lightning. Okay. I like Peace Sells. Peace Sells was pretty good.
Fucking Mudvayne.
No, I hated that one. I got that one. I bought it.
Mudvayne Lost and Found I thought it was pretty good.
I bought it.
I'll be 50.
I thought that was
Which Typo Negative album? And I know we probably disagree greatly on this one.
Oh wait, October, probably October Rust. Is that the name of it?
October Rust, yeah. For me, and I'm just glancing. I honestly, I love World Coming Down, and I think that's probably a very not popular opinion. But I think that album is awesome.
CKY Volume 1, 96 Quite Bitter Beings. It's
And Screaming for Vengeance was really good too. God. But we already got British Steel on there. Screaming for Vengeance was just awesome.
What about White Zombie, Rob Zombie?
No, okay. Well, that's easy. White Zombie.
Astro Head.
Yeah.
Astro Creep.
The one before that.
Hellbilly Deluxe. Or Sinister Urge was a pretty good one.
You're talking about the one with
Thunder Kiss.
Thunder Kiss, yeah.
And then Black Sunshine and with Iggy Pop, grip the wheel. They wrote that. The reason why that sounded that way, it was recorded on a bus. The guitar player was on a bus going. Yeah.
Hellbilly Deluxe is like the classic, but then also I remember Sinister Urge being really fun to like ride my bike to and crash into shit.
Yeah,
it was just something about like I just didn't give a fuck. I was almost like suicidal at that, like just riding my bike around, like fucking tearing up. Never gonna stop me. Never gonna stop. Poof.
I loved Astro Creep 2000.
Andy was saying Korn followed the leader.
Korn. Okay, the debut album. Absolutely love that one. And then See You on the Other Side. Those are my two favorites. But Follow the Leader. Yeah, I can't argue with that one.
Once again, the greatest hits disc is just.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic for sure.
With their version of Another Brick in the Wall, like that's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Let's see. Make sure I put the White Zombie. Which one had Thunder Kiss? Thunder Kiss.
Oh, God,
album.
Y'all want to see? Fuck that.
Oh, La Sexorcisto.
Oh yeah. I love that album. Wow. I feel so bad for
fucking
you.
Cold Chamber.
Dad. I feel so bad for you.
Why?
God, because you never heard White Zombie Drunk and High.
No, I know that album. I just couldn't.
But you never heard it Drunk and High.
Kind of a toss up with Cold Chamber because almost all their shit was like really good. So, Cold Chamber. Is that the one with Big Truck on it?
Oh yeah, Big Truck.
Big Truck. I said, move, bitch.
Just to absolutely anger Provalt, I'm going to pick my favorite Britney Spears album to put onto the wheel.
I knew it.
And
is it Toxic?
My favorite. I mean, I did really love Britney. I really loved In the Zone. But
Oops, Chad did it again.
And then the greatest hits is absolutely fantastic.
Oh my god.
But I'm gonna put one. Britney Jean's fantastic. I'm gonna have to go with Glory though. I think overall, that may be my favorite one.
If there's ever one song I listen to while watching a Tesla burn, it's Sway. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water.
Oh yeah. Britney Spears. Okay, just putting one Britney album. Okay, we are up to 85 entries right now on the wheel. Yeah, the White Album is on there. Trying to think of some of my favorite albums.
You just let the air out of my balloon.
Oh! What about? Okay, let's do this. What about favorite Beach Boys album?
Did you add my CKY Volume 1?
Hang on, just a second. I'm gonna get in the Rob Zombie right now. So, favorite Beach Boys album?
I don't know.
No pick?
No.
You're done after Britney getting added to the wheel?
I just thought of like Britney Spears being in the same breath with like Led Zeppelin and Fleetwood Mac and in Black Sabbath. I think I'm gonna throw up. I don't feel good.
All right, I'm gonna go with Pet Sounds. That is my favorite from the Beach Boys. I don't know if anybody else out there has a favorite.
It's gonna be fine. Oh my god. What's happening? No.
I didn't put. I hadn't put the Korn ones on here yet. Hang on, let me add the Korn. Follow the leader.
I did like Alanis Morissette, Jagged Pill, but
So I couldn't say I know much about Beach Boys albums because I don't know whatever my grandpa had in his Oldsmobile. But I can tell you what I do know about though is Lawrence Welk. Not because I like to listen to them, but because my grandpa specifically was making compilation tapes, splicing them by hand, mind you, which was fun to watch as a kid. I mean, I think I kind of sort of got a little bit of the audio bug from him because, like, he would sit there, he would listen to a little stretch of tape, he would stop it right where he needed it to, spliced it with another piece of tape, and he had like a whole collection of just tapes that was just like Lawrence Welk performances and other like music things, and he just made his own little compilations. Maybe why I also like compilations so much. But
and so, what is your Lawrence Welk pick for the
tape number 93, whatever that one was? I think it was the one that sounded the least underwater. I think that was just Lawrence Welk, though, because they just sounded like they were underwater most of the time.
Lawrence Welk had that creepy kind of vibe, though. He's like, and now, we got Cleopatra over here with, like, Walter, and they're going to do this wonderful little dance.
And it was like... This is just underwater. Just...
you got lucky.
So Alanis, I put your pick for Alanis. Not my favorite Alanis album.
What? She only has one.
You are so wrong. No, Alanis has so many fantastic songs. There's not a single just album that stands out for me. But I am a big fan of her, so I am, putting Jagged Little Pill on here for you. All right. As far as songs, I mean, Uninvited. And,
that wasn't a good album.
And
a good song, not a good album.
And that's what I'm saying. Songs. I'm more of songs with her. Thank you.
But the Jagged Pill was good from one end to the other.
I wasn't big on her at the time. I didn't catch on until.
I'd like to be big on her.
I think it was the supposed former infatuation junk.
Is when about me.
Yeah. So that one had Thank You. Uninvited. Yeah, no, that would be my pick for her.
No, you're out of your mind.
Former infatuation junkie. So
no, you're out of your mind.
I'm not putting it on there, but
chat.
That's more my style.
I have album. You look at the songs on Jagged Pill. Everyone's a hit.
Right, it's just a little overplayed, I guess.
What?
So.
Well, yeah, a lot of the albums. I mean, Pink Floyd's overplayed, but there's a reason for that.
You know who was really overplayed? Fucking Nickelback.
Oh, Deftones. Yeah, thank you for bringing up Deftones. Deftones.
White Pony, maybe, or the one with the chick's boobs.
That's the one. With Mild Summer around the fur.
And it's gonna come up on the wheel. It's gonna be the one with the chick's boobs.
Yeah, around the fur. Yep. But yeah, no, the Deftones are one you could just pick any and throw it on there. What about Toxicity from System of Down?
System of Down. Love that. Hypnotize and Mesmerize is like they're like kind of a double album sort of thing. And actually, I feel like you take the CDs and like you can slot them together, and the artwork combines.
I really can't believe that Robbie and Zach didn't put Van Halen 2 on here.
Was Van Halen not mentioned yet?
No, Van Halen 2. No, now say Diver Down. Van Halen 2 is the album of Van Halen.
With Van Halen, I'm bigger on the Sammy Hagar era. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not putting an album on here, but
I think I popped a vein in my eyes.
How about the Chemical Brothers Push the Button?
Yeah, I like
that was an awesome album. It starts off with a nice big like da da da, and like just kind of like one of these really like upbeat, like you want to get up and like I would work out to this album when I was working out. So like That was that, and like you would listen to the CD, and the second song would come, and you thought your CD was skipping because it was like. And then the song, like, and then you hear the vocals, like, oh, okay, my C is not skipping, but it was kind of like, oh, it makes you look kind of things, I appreciate that kind of stuff in music, and just like there was so many good driving songs to it. The Big Jump is one of those where you could just go like driving down the highway and just it's fun. It's a good fun song.
And Dio Holy Diver was a good one. Holy Diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. You ever heard that one, Chad?
Yeah, what album is that? What album is
Holy
that?
Diver.
Holy Diver is the album?
Yes.
Okay.
Holy Diver. Ah. Dio was a badass.
Oh yeah, it's got Rainbow in the Dark on it too.
Yep.
You ever hate when an album is just named something and there's never a song that has anything to do with the name of the album? Can't think of the top of my head, but
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think I do that all the time.
He's bad mouthing you, right?
What was that? What was that one album by the band Anal Cunt?
If you put one Anal Cunt album, they're all the same.
I just thought of it. I was like, "What's listen to some of the song?"
Every album was about like 36 tracks, and they're all like.
It all sounds like a distant faucet going off, like
Oh wow!
Counterclapping.
I just realized I'm gonna have to raise the volume on that last song. Oh Jesus! I've been in the studio mixing more than I've been making. I have been deep.
All right, so we've got quite a few albums on here. We got 98, so let's at least put two more, and then we will start doing the spin because we are 2 hours in already.
The Lion King soundtrack.
Oh, you want the Lion King on there?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Wild card.
Lion
If it shows up as number
King
1, I'm gonna I don't know.
Soundtrack.
Eat my shoe or something.
I'm just now remembering I got to put the Soundgarden albums here. We won't. Which one? Super Unknown, Bad
Motorfinger. Oh God.
Well, Super Unknown's my pick, so I'm going with it. I'll put them both.
101 Dalmatian soundtrack.
Oh, I know one. Sublime. Gotta get
40
Sublime
Ounces
on
of Freedom.
Let me get this Soundgarden.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a lot of fans here. I'm not a big fan of Sublime.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of albums of theirs to name, so
I love them.
it's kind of just easy pickings with them.
I do like Theodore Raleigh Sakers at the end of that one.
Hey, the band.
It's a party.
Abe the band. What Guar album should be on the wheel here, Abe the band, since you were in the chat? Povalt, any recommendation?
There's so much to choose from. It's a bunch of. I can't even believe we don't have Gigi on here.
Album is Gigi. It's kind of hard to pick an album to say, oh, this album. So no. Bad Brains. So Bad Brains definitely need to be on here.
What about Twisted? Welcome to Your Funeral was a pretty good one.
Oh, I love that album.
That was a good album. That was a good new one too.
Yeah.
Fresh as fuck.
It is
I think
so good.
With Guar, we would go with This Toilet Earth.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with the Bad Brains album, and
Guar. I mean, it's kind of unfair to put Guar on here because they're the best, but
welcome to. What about CCR? Oh, what about David Bowie? Um,
Jeez,
Best
we're gonna
of.
be here all night.
Best of David Bowie. I love compilations. They're so easy. You
um,
you have no
oh,
idea.
let me
Like, literally
do this real quick.
I would go disc shopping so many in so many places. I'd go to like Big Lots and search their little disc racks and things, and I'd find a few gems. I found a few Queensryche albums.
Oh, I like
Uh,
the Anthrax White Noise.
Compilations were like everything. Like
the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. What about
Spiders
OK
from
Computer?
Mars.
OK
What?
Computer?
It's Spiders from Mars, Chad.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay. Okay, settle down.
You settle down.
Okay.
you settle that.
So, what did you think about that idea I had for the pole vaults court to do a show where
Guilty. You're guilty.
you accuse me or E Urban of
Oh,
something
you said
Jury duty.
you said squirt. I thought you said squirt. I like the other idea better.
What did you think of that idea? And then the chat gets to vote.
Guilty.
Well, they get to vote though.
Guilty. Overruled.
All right. Okay, computer. What about Madonna?
Kid
Any
A.
Madonna?
Oh, wait,
No,
Radiohead.
I was
Radiohead
so
Kid
hoping-
A was a fucking good
I
one
was so
too.
hoping you wouldn't go there.
What?
No. I was so hoping you wouldn't go to Madonna. I actually thought in my head, please God, don't let me go
Immaculate.
to Madonna. Please.
Immaculate. Immaculate. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna leave Madonna off. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Why?
Oh,
No.
please. Oh my God.
Spite.
Wait, Lion King is
Spiteful vault. Spite.
No.
Yes.
We
What-
got
what-
vulgar display on there.
What
We
about
got vulgar display. We got Ride Lightning.
Vulgar display.
what about the Sex Pistols or the Ramones?
What about Rammstein? Sunsooked is the one with Du Hast on it.
Okay.
Rammstein. Sunsooked.
The second album, yeah, how do you say that? Shin Shoot?
Sunsooked. Sunsooked.
Oh,
Sunsooked.
Tool.
Oh yeah, Lateralist was one I really latched onto, but Anima, I think
that's
was,
my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah, at least all three of us agreed on one thing.
Anima was fucking sick. But Undertow was really good. I mean,
Yeah.
God, Opiate. I could name them all. Well, actually, I would say, I mean, 10,000 Days was okay.
On everything.
10,000 Days was okay. The Fear Inoculate or whatever was just kind of like, I don't know about that one. That one was a little odd. They were trying to fulfill like some kind of contract thing, and we just farted out an album after 13 years.
There we go. Yeah, all right. Putting on the
That's what I said. The Bullets.
Pistols and we got Vulgar Display. Yeah, Green River. We'll go with Green River. Oh wait, hang on. I had to put the Gore one to Gore Toilet Earth.
Yep.
This Toilet Earth.
I had a cousin who was in a band called Toilet. I'm not even kidding. That's literally what they call themselves.
That's a good band name.
Yeah, it was like early 90s.
And what else? Because about to spin this thing. Allison Changed the Dirt.
Yeah, we got that with that compilation because
Oh
that
yeah,
had dirt and facelift and everything. That's almost like
Master of
saying Allison
Puppets.
Changed.
Okay, yeah, not gonna argue. That's true. Puppets. Metallica. Am I lost again? Nope, I'm still here. Okay. Oh, I didn't put the pistols. That's what I was going to put. Never mind. Pistols. And
One of my favorite albums was Dead Horse, Pretty Flowers, but Peaceful.
Oh yeah, Dead Horse is awesome.
Have you ever heard of them?
Oh yeah. I forget I'm from Southeast Texas. So I
forgot.
I know Dead Horse.
That Peaceful, Pretty Flowers and Peaceful Death was a great album.
All right, I'm gonna put them on there.
If anyone gets a chance, go listen to that album. It is awesome sauce. Yeah, Are You Experienced? Jimi Hendrix. That was his crowning jewel. I had a buddy that had Jimi Hendrix Rated X album. Have you ever heard that? That's crazy.
Jimi Hendrix. This is probably gonna be the last one here.
All right. Are You Experienced?
Are you?
I mean, kind of a little bit, but I'll try anything once, twice if it don't kill me.
You should listen to that. No, but if there was one album I could suggest to anyone, it would be Dead Horse. That
All right. We are at 114. 114. Was there anybody that you can think of that? Oh, well, we did have Saturday Night Fever. I was thinking Bee Gees.
What about Death Album by Metalocalypse? Or by Death Clock from Metalocalypse? The Death Album. That was a good album.
I almost bought that. They have a signature series Epiphone. Death Clock does. I almost got one the other day.
Death Album 1 and 2 and 3.
Wow.
But one is
Dead Horse is slang for tomato sauce in Australia.
Mermaider.
Yeah, if you like Death Clock, you'll really like Death Horse. Dead Horse, Death Horse.
Thunder Horse.
All right. We're gonna spin this bad boy, okay, and see what we come up with here. Let me get.
No, don't break the wheel, Chad. Please, for all that's holy. Don't do it. I could just see after this whole show, 2.5 hours of putting up for albums. Chad's like, I broke the wheel.
It completely deletes it.
You broke
the
wheel. You would break the wheel. I could just definitely see you breaking the wheel. All right. 1 second. Almost ready.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Camellia.
What's that?
She said, please don't be Britney.
Come on now.
It's gonna be Britney. It's gonna be the Lion King soundtrack. It's gonna be
Mickey Mouse.
It's gonna be Silverchair.
Weird
I
Al.
hope. All right. We're doing it.
You got to put it up. We got to see so you're not cheating.
I'm not cheating. I'm bringing it up right now. We got 115. I'm going to shuffle.
That's a colorful wheel.
Shuffle.
That is very.
Wow.
Here we are going right now. We are spinning for the greatest, most epic, iconic albums of all time. This is number 5.
I can't even see what's right on
If I literally named all of them, I'm gonna scream.
Number 5 is Tommy.
Okay.
The Who. All
So
right,
far,
so you
so
can't
good.
you can't complain now, Camellia. So
Far, so good.
Number 5.
It's gonna be Lion King and the Spice Girls. It's gonna counter each other out, according to Camellia. It's gonna
All right.
neutralize each other.
Number 4. Number 4. Greatest album of all time. It is
What?
Suicidal Tendencies.
All
Lights,
right.
Camera, Revolution.
So far, so good.
So far we blame Pookie, Ann, and Camellia for this list. So
So far, I haven't ruined anyone's night.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I haven't ruined Pole Vault's night yet. Night's
yeah,
still
neither,
young.
neither one of us. This is number 3. I mean, we got the 3 best to go. So number 3 is
Okay.
Relax. You can come if you want to. Relax.
This will, man.
Yeah.
This will.
Come on now.
This will, man.
Number 3.
Relax. Don't
This
do
is
it.
fantastic. What a
Relax.
top
Don't
5
do
this
it.
is
You
so
can
far.
come if you want
How
to.
We got
Relax.
2 to
Relax.
go.
Don't
2
do
to go.
it.
How can the will be so consistent?
Number 2. Who is it? Who is it? Come on. Bat out of hell. Bat out of hell. Bat out of hell 2.
Yes. That's yes. That's a yes.
All
That's
right.
a yes. Yeah.
Not a single one of my picks so far. And
That's right.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure one of your picks.
I'm sure Povalt is happy about that. I guess that just means that I will be the number 1 pick. So,
Yeah.
what is the greatest album of all time? The most iconic, the most epic.
Lion King.
Here we go. Here it is. This is it. It all comes down to this right here. This one. It is who? It's Nine Inch Nails. The
Awesome.
Fragile.
Got 2 of them.
So
Get it. This game.
you are. So
Hey, to put some bets.
that is our top 5 right there.
Lisa wasn't the Lion King.
We got Nine Inch Nails, The Fragile, Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell 2. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Well, that's a weird list, dude.
Lightsaber Revolution, The Suicidal Tendencies, and of course, The Who with Tommy. So, what a list, man! So put that on a playlist. Those albums there, and put them all onto a playlist, and then put it on, where it skips around, and see how that works out. Maybe take some heroin.
Relax. Don't do it.
I think
You
everybody
can
on that
come if you
list is
want
probably
to.
on there.
Relax. Don't do it.
That was some of the Zoolander movie. That was in Zoolander.
I don't think Meatloaf was on heroin. Maybe it's the one standout.
It was on ketchup.
So we
That's
got
what
we've got our top 5, and now
I had meatloaf for dinner earlier.
let's check in with this poll that's going on.
Pole Vault had meatball subs earlier. I had
Yeah, I did.
meatloaf.
So pole vault again? Come on now.
What?
Which of us is the most haunted,
These numbers
cursed,
are so
and in
weird.
desperate need of an
What is
exorcism?
these numbers? It's so 23, 32, 23, 23.
So pole
Now
vault,
it's 22, 22. What?
yeah, pole vault
The numbers are changing too
in,
much.
pole vault in first place has never lost a poll. And then
That's why they call
Chad,
them pole vault.
yeah, Chad, Keri, and E. Urban tied at 22%.
How did I come before last? How did I come last? How is it you and Keri's not even here?
Hey, you know you can't. You
That
can't
was all
question
the Mickey
these
Mouse votes coming in.
So yeah. Next week is going to be a open mic.
I lose an
Do
absentee.
some karaoke, and anybody out there wants to come up and perform, sing, or hang out and play videos, you're welcome to do so. Always a fun time. I'm guessing that Keri's going to be allowed away from Mickey Mouse on good behavior for that show. That's my guess. But
Oh, it's the conjugal visit.
Well,
I didn't know they were giving those in
so we can
Guantanamo.
play videos on open mic.
Yes.
So can
Yeah.
I do the rabbit and the egg one I sent you?
Oh
last
no,
week?
no. Oh no. Oh no, not that one.
Yeah, no.
I watched that one afterwards, but no, no.
They seem pretty calm about it, like just eating Easter eggs on the bed, you know.
That's not what I meant by Cadbury eggs. That was my favorite line.
Cracked a couple of yolks there.
So this was our first of the April Eggzorcism shows. Anything that you need to.
So is that supposed
Who's
to be
who
us?
in here?
Right.
Hold on. Who's
Okay.
who in here?
Okay. Obviously the glasses. That's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ghost.
I'm gonna be
Keri.
the ghost. I'm gonna be the ghost. I don't
Okay,
want to be the weird furry green thing.
You know
with
what?
the rat.
You can be the ghost, and then I guess
Oh,
Keri
I
would be
already
the
see this
mouse.
coming. I already see this. Okay.
Povod is the green Grinch guy. Yeah, for sure.
Why?
For sure.
Yeah.
So
Don't get
any
me down that Grinch
so,
shit again.
so listen. So this is all about releasing the negative and bringing in the positive.
Releasing
Is there
something.
anything you need to release out into the universe and get rid of? Because this is
Not
our
on
exercise.
camera. Not on camera. I mean, not for like free, anyways.
I guess you
Pay
can
for
see
that.
that I got all of my picks onto the wheel and none of them got picked. So I guess I have been exercised of my creative musical choices. The will spoke loud and clear that none of my picks were welcome. and Irvin's over there releasing. So Povod, are you able to do an exorcism on yourself? Because the chat thinks that you are in most need of an exorcism. I was hoping that you could do one on me or Urban, but it looks like they want you to be the one that gets the exorcism.
I am fine. I'm fine. And you know what, Chad? This is the deal, okay? See, this is just like the Grinch thing, okay? They're like, oh, Povo. You know what? They should say, hey, why don't you come down and have a party, and like an exorcism party with us, Povo? No, they're gonna have to try to go change him. Don't go change it.
Hey, Povo.
Rearrange it.
Hey, Povo.
Right.
You should do an exorcism on me, and then I'll puke on Chad.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm fine.
Your mother.
So I was thinking about this today because this show's about albums. Think about when you were a kid, okay? Think about how much it was to get an album and how much that cost. Were you talking about a tape or an album
Depends on where you got it from.
or a CD?
I'm gonna tell you this right now, Chad. Here,
$2
you want me
at
to
Big
release
Lots.
some more negativity here. I worked harder for my first album than some people work in their freaking life. I fucking mowed yards forever to get that Kiss Destroyer. I freaking worshipped that album before I went into the drugstore that was called Eggz, which is like CVS.
Oh yeah.
now.
I remember
And
Eggz.
I am not shitting you, Chad. I bet I mowed 50 freaking yards to get that album. 50 yards. That I would mow a yard and a lady would be like, here you go. Here's a nice shiny quarter for you. I'd be like, oh, bitch. No, you're not doing this.
So think about this though. Think about how much you paid for that album, okay?
I feel like you got
Now,
suckered.
Think about how much. Listen to me. Think about how much it would have cost you to go buy a dozen eggs. How many dozens of eggs could you have bought with the money that you paid for that one album? Probably, I mean,
a lot.
Now think about Destroyer. How much does it cost for you to listen to Destroyer today versus how much does it cost for you to go buy a dozen eggs?
You got duped. Ultimately, you
Well,
got
but I
duped.
will tell you this. I did have something that I could sit down and hold in my hands and look at.
Mm-hmm.
There is that.
I looked at the album art. I mean, I was like, you know, I would look at the album while I listened to the songs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially when they had all that was what I loved about Magical Mystery Tour is that it had like this photo book that you flip through all these different photos of them and the mask and them on tour and all of that stuff.
What I really liked was like even like the Nine Inch Nails live album, like kind of like DVDs that they had.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
Where just the whole thing was in a sleeve. It comes out nice. There's this beautiful, like, you know, just case and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The artwork was really cool. You just admire that while you're watching the concert too.
I just had a flashback. Queen had an album with a bunch of naked ladies riding bicycles.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Yeah, and you pulled out the sleeve, and it had naked ladies all on it riding bicycles. That happened.
I want to ride my bicycle.
I think they had
I
seats.
want to ride my bike.
I think there were seats on the bicycles. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
if there's such a thing as resurrection, yes, I want to come back as a bicycle seat.
You don't want to be my bicycle seat.
I don't think leather cares.
No, did you see that? Did you see that jump where I was like on that bicycle dressed as Donkey Kong?
Yep.
It almost ripped my nuts off. That bicycle seat, the front of it just went rip. I was like, at that moment, I was like, you know what? The guy who invented this needs to be sued. What are they freaking thinking? What? There was never a good idea to make a bicycle seat like that.
Fucking banana seat with a little slot in the middle.
Yeah,
but what the hell is that slot for? Why is there a hole where the crotch goes? Who designed this Schwinn? Fucking nut grabbing bicycle.
Right.
Have you ever seen a squirrel who's got his nut stuck in a fence? That's what happens with those bicycle seats.
Well, and it camel toes your balls. I mean, it's meant to camel toe your balls.
Cradled, but it's not a cradle if your shit's small enough to go through.
And speaking of camel-toed balls, weekend warm-up.
Yeah,
camel-toed. That sounds like a frog. Camel-toed.
Tell us what's going on Friday night.
Well, this is our last week before we go on vacation.
Ooh.
And we're just gonna hang out and chill. And I'm hoping, Duffy, if you're watching, which I seriously doubt you're not, I'm hoping I got my new Fender guitar by then. Just that. Yeah. Hey, everybody, I'm getting a 1995 Stratocaster.
Maybe.
No, it's going to happen.
Maybe.
No,
if he comes through. If he comes through.
No, he keeps forgetting to bring it to work. And I'm just like, oh, my God. I mean, can you imagine if you're a kid on Christmas, you go downstairs and you're like, where's my goddamn presents? And they're like, oh, we forgot.
No.
That's what
you came down the mountain and took all the presents. That's what happened, remember?
Well, you should have asked me to come to the barbecue. You know, a couple of beers, hanging out. Hey. No, the Grinch is the good guy, Chad.
Okay.
And no, the Grinch is the good guy. That happened.
Urban disappeared. What
Oh,
happened?
I'm here. Hold on a second. I'm finding something.
And Dark Side of the Spoon and didn't even put that Dark Side of the Moon on the wheel at all.
I don't even know why I put beeper on my shit. I don't know.
So E Urban, you made E Urban disappear. You did an exorcism on E Urban. Oh,
hold on.
You turned E Urban into a
camel toad.
Camel toad.
That's kind of weird, cause you know they like hold water and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, I kind of want one of those as a pet. That would be pretty awesome.
Wonder if
Talking
you
about
pick,
adopting monsters. There you go.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know what the bad part is if you try to pick him up, he pees all over you.
And then you get warts.
Yeah.
Wait, so were they a tadpole before this? Like, or what were they before they turned into this? And how did?
Cacti. They were cacti. They store water and then they grow fur and then they. I don't fucking
They're
know.
a campole.
A, a,
A
a,
A
campole.
Campbell.
a campo. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well,
So,
you can tell that one's young because it only has one hump.
so Irvin, you got anything to add before we get out of here tonight?
So I mean I do actually work on some I have been working on some loops and things for just whatever people want to do. Let me get this link here.
Yeah, drop that, and then I'll put it in the
It's a
description.
Dropbox. It's safe, trust me. It is. So but it's just a bunch of like 32 bar audio files that you can chop up and do whatever you want. It's a long form. You can break it down to 32 bars and rearrange. Or like if you have a sampler like what I have, like an MPC, or there's like plenty of sampler VSTs out there kind of do the same thing. You can chop the pieces, and there's a whole lot of there's 32 bars of music that you can get individual hits, and you can span them out however big you want. You can remix it, use it for whatever you want your projects to be. They're just breaks, loops, and things that I've like edited and chopped up and add effects to, and I've done just a variety of things. I'm going to keep updating it, and I'll be putting out fresh links with the updates.
Nice.
So yeah, like I said, it's free, so do what you want with it.
Awesome. Yeah, I added that link into the description as well. Super cool. Next week, I mentioned this earlier, but any of you out there watching that want to take part, we are doing open mic every second Tuesday of the month. We do open mic karaoke, music video hang, and then coming up after later this month, we're going to be talking about toys, and we're going to
Playing
be
with
talking.
backwards. Oh my god.
We're going to be talking art, and then of course the movie club, which is always fantastic with lots of movies that Paul Vault loves.
Yeah.
This time, at least, we got the wall
Wall.
into the
Wall.
mix, which is on YouTube. So
And remember, if you're out there, don't be mean to people and run them up into the mountains and make them stay there with their dog in a cave. You just go up and be like, "Hey, Grinch, it's okay, man.
You know what else is free on YouTube?
Don't be
Monty
evil."
Python and the Holy Grail. That's free on YouTube too.
I'll tell you what, I've seen that so many times that I got photographic memory of it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can quote it hardcore.
Yeah, I've seen The Wall a lot too. And
I've
like every
never
state-
seen the wall, so I'm excited to watch that. I've never seen it, so
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it like in every state of mind you could possibly be in.
And I want to thank Jackie again for gifting 10 memberships. Jackie is fantastic. If you're not subbed up to Jackie's channel, definitely sub up and start catching her streams playing Baldur's Gate 3. Next one's coming up on Thursday. I'm going to drop the link for that. The link is in the description as well. And so it's the playlist of her different shows, because she's up to part 6 now. You can get caught up with the playlist. And just drop that there. So we are going to get out of here with a video from Sid Carter West, her most recent one. She's been doing some fantastic songs and videos here lately, and just big fan of her. This one, let me pull it up real quick here.
Hey, Chad.
Woman of Regret is the name of the song. Yeah.
What? You've never drank?
No, I mean, yeah, but I'm not a drinker. So,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was just thinking you may not have heard White Zombie while drinking. So
It reminds me of in Half Baked where Jon Stewart's like, have you ever tried this on weed?
Right.
Have you ever tried sex on weed?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried listening to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon on weed?
So we'll see you all later. Have a great rest of your week. Happy April. March was not fun for me. I'm so glad it's April, and hopefully it's going to be a good month. We got some fun shows coming up. Don't forget the Grunge Show is April 19th, so you can submit to that.
Talk shit about
Yeah, don't say anything about Mickey Mouse, and Keri will be back at some point.
May
So here
flowers,
is
bring April showers.
Woman of Regret from Sid Carter West to take us out.
If I could see and watch you break, I would. If I could tell you you are fake, I would. You don't know how mad you make me. I tear up the ones who break me. I learn to run from those who lie. Smart enough to know you're just another guy. Come boy, come try and tame me. You got nothing to try and shame me. I don't care if I got flies on the race. Come boy, come try and catch me. My life's a mess, but my mind will make me overcome the cons of your mess. 'Cause I'm a woman of regret. If I could take your heart away, I would. If I could make you feel my pain, I would. If I could show you you are fake, come boy, come try and save me. You got nothing to try and shame me. I don't care if I got flies on the brakes. Come boy, come try and catch me. My life's a mess, but my mind will make me overcome the cons of your BS. 'Cause I'm a woman of the bed. You use my vulnerability to throw it all against me. You hid behind your image, thinking you got no limit. You stained my name, you had no shame. You really think you won the game. The truth will show, you'll feel the blow. 'Cause I'm the woman of regret. Fuck! Come boy, come try and save me. You got nothing to try and shame me. I don't care if I got flies on the brakes. Come boy, come try and catch me. My life's a mess, but my mind will make me overcome the cons of your
Eggzorcism. Breathe on the love, excel and let all the bullshit go. Out with the negative, out with the hate, breathe in the love, excel and let all the bullshit go.